Today, we're checking out the Corolla Cross to see if hybrid or gas is the right pick for you. Let us know in the comments below what you think.
Hi, I'm Randy from Kentville Toyota. Behind me, I have a 2024 Corolla Cross. Let's get into it. So, starting off at the front of the car. So on this vehicle, obviously, entry-level trim. This is the Corolla Cross L, so obviously it doesn't have all the features. It does not have fog lights. The upper trims are available with fog lights. This one comes with a projector-style headlamp on the front, which I really like. It is very similar to the Corolla in the size and the shape, but as far as the optics of it, it looks more like a RAV4. Most people think this is a RAV4 if they see it on the road, because a lot of people have not seen it in its native setting on a dealership lot, because we haven't had many of them. So this particular vehicle, interesting grille, corrugated look. Some people like it, some people don't. I quite like it. I actually prefer the grille on the Corolla Cross Hybrid. Again, we don't have one of those available because they're even harder to get than this one. So on this vehicle and every trim level of the Corolla Cross, in here, in the emblem, is your radar cruise sensor, I guess you'd call it. It's not a detector, it's a sensor. So that is in this insignia right here on all the vehicles, no matter what the trim. That's one thing Toyota has really done a great job with this vehicle and most of the Corolla family, is that no matter what trim level you get into, this vehicle has all the Toyota safety features, which is awesome for any drivers, older or younger. So let's transition along to the side and see what the rest of the profile of the car looks like. So here we are on the side of the vehicle. This particular trim level comes with a 17-inch wheel and tire combination, which we really like. It's cost effective for the consumer, it's a good ride, and for most of us, that's all we need. And if you're going with a winter tire and wheel package that a lot of our clients really like to do here, is we carry on with that 17-inch even on the upper trims that naturally come with larger wheels and tires. So on the driver's side and the passenger side, there is blind spot monitoring on this vehicle, and your indicators are on the mirrors on the outside, so if there's anything in your blind spot either coming up from behind you or from the forward side, you will see it here. It gives you a visual warning for the consumer, just for, again, blind spot monitoring, because these vehicles do have a little larger blind spots than older vehicles, because as we get more swept back A-pillars on these vehicles, the blind spots get bigger, and these are very much to our advantage. Okay, so here we are on the back side of the vehicle. Again, the wheel package that comes on this, as practical as it is, it's a little boring. You do get a very nice alloy wheel with the LE and the LE upgrade and the XLE. You get a larger wheel and a much better looking wheel. Color matched door handles all the way through. Gas door on this vehicle, like most Toyotas, the release is on the inside by the driver, and it lets you know if it's not closed properly. So when we come around here, on this trim level, there is no power liftgate. Power liftgate is readily available on the LE upgrade. Also comes with the sunroof and the XLE as well. You can't even get this car with leather. So it's locked, and I can't open it when it's locked from here. So excuse me, I'm gonna go get the key. So let's make this a little more interesting. We have the key now so that I can actually unlock this and show you the inside and not just attempt to. So unlock it, like every Toyota, 2 clicks on the open, unlocks all the doors as well as the rear hatch. So this one is a manual open, good open space. I really do like this. This is good, practical, usable space for most consumers. And part of the advantage of this vehicle is you can unlock the the rear seats and lay these down to get a completely flat floor very easily. And like most Corolla owners who are very practical, you can haul a lot of stuff in here, throw your bike in, lots of room for golf clubs. Now, if there's 4 of you going, you may need a roof rack, but that's your problem. I'm not buying your golf clubs. So, good usable space here. This vehicle does come with a full-size spare tire, which is a nice add because a lot of vehicles today in this price point do not come with a spare tire. They come with a rattle can, which is fine if you're trying to spray paint graffiti. Not so good if you get a flat tire on the highway on our road. So anyway, everything's right here, your jack, everything as you would need. So now that we have the seats down, you can see that we have a dual layered floor here. The seats are not flat, again, at the same level as the floor. It gives you a little higher space in the rear. The seats, with the seats down, you don't get quite as much cargo space in there as far as height goes. But again, you're not trying to haul lumber in this thing. This is a Corolla, not a Tundra. So, good usable space. 3 child restraint hooks already built into the vehicle. So if you're carrying kids, grandkids, the configuration is great here for both forward facing and rear facing as far as child seats go. Yeah, okay, so that is the Corolla Cross back interior in a nutshell. Again, this one does not have a power lift gate, but the upper trims do. And it does come with a preset so that if you're a shorter individual and this raises too high for you, you can program it so it only opens so high so you don't have to stand on your toes or carry a milk crate to try and close the hatch of your car. So we are going to get in the Corolla Cross. So what a lot of people really like about this car when they're coming from a Corolla and they're looking for a crossover version of the Corolla is the seating height, is that my backside is easily a foot higher off the ground in this car than it is the Corolla. But from the driver and passenger seat forward, this still is a 2024 Toyota Corolla. This just happens to be the SUV version. So the seating position is good. The car is higher off the ground, which a lot of people like. Again, this is the entry level, so it has a physical key. It still has what most people consider to be an antique, which is a place to put the key, which makes it actually a little harder to start in this environment of Toyotas being stolen like candy. So, yeah, all the features here on the steering wheel. You have radar cruise control, standard safety feature. The layout here is very good. Cruise control has finally moved from the last 30 years of it being down here like a pogo stick sticking out from under your steering wheel. It's actually on the steering wheel like a modern vehicle. So once you've made the transition from your 15-year-old Corolla, this will feel like home after a few weeks. So this vehicle does come with both Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. They're both wireless. And with one of our staff, when you pick up a vehicle, we do a full presentation of all the features. We'll help set up the Toyota Connected Services for you. We'll make sure all the safety features are working. We'll make sure you understand to the best of your ability how they work. And we'll set up your Android Auto or your Apple CarPlay, your maps, everything we'll do all for you. So one of the really nice features of this vehicle is because I'm about 5'10", I'm sitting where I want to be. You as a shorter or taller person, this vehicle comes with this lovely standard feature of a pump-up seat. So you can either go up, down, whatever you want. Good adjustability, so I can change the angle here. Again, it's all manual settings, but this is an entry-level car. So for features, they all come with an automatic parking brake built in. So the minute you put the vehicle in park, parking brake comes on, take the vehicle out of park, and I think I can make that sound happen without starting the vehicle. Let's see what it does. Oh, no, because it's not running, it won't do it, but it sounded like a good plan at the time, so that's not going to work. So heated seats are standard configuration on this vehicle, so heated seats for both passenger and driver. It has USB input here and a good charging port. Some of our older vehicles didn't offer good active charging. The voltage available on these vehicles is high enough and the amperage is high enough. You can charge any of your modern smart devices on this vehicle. This one does not have wireless charging, but the upper trim does come with the IQ wireless charging as well. Okay, so I've shown you most of the high points here. So again, let's transition to the back and see how much space is behind me now that I've got the seat set for what's comfortable for me as a driver. Okay, so here we are in the back seat. Again, good usable space here. Again, 5'10", I just get in. Good ceiling height, no issues getting in as far as bumping my head. This vehicle does have quite a high window line, which is a little different than the Corolla sedan, simply because this is a higher seating position again. Door height is a little higher, or pardon me, the window height on the door is a little higher than it is in the Corolla. There is room really safely for 3 adults in here. Be a little cozy, you would be touching legs, but anyway, hopefully it's family and friends and not some stranger you picked up alongside of the road. So 3 seat belts, as everybody would expect, child safety locks. There is rear AC and heat. No controls here per se. You can turn it on or off essentially, and you can aim where the air goes. So good, comfortable, usable space. I've got lots of ceiling height, or headroom, I guess that's called officially in the car business. So there's lots of headroom. I actually have a long torso and short legs, so it's very comfortable for me. So really that's all I've got from the back seat of the car. I'm just going to start rambling if we go any further than this. So let's go back outside and look under the hood just for a second. So I'm just going to unlatch the hood here on this vehicle. Okay, so this could be embarrassing. I've never actually opened one of these, and I'm hoping I can figure out how to do this and not take 10 minutes. Okay, so the hood latch is right there. It pushes from right to left. There's a prop rod, which I will go fishing for and find a place for it that doesn't just leave me hanging like it is right now. Okay, so with some assistance, we finally found where the prop rod goes. I'm glad we were able to edit that out because it took almost an hour. So, like most consumers, I recognize that this is a 2-liter engine. That's all I know. I don't need to know anything else. I have well-qualified Toyota technicians here. You can check your oil periodically, but it's a 2-liter gas engine. It's a non-hybrid. I recognize that because there's no hybrid cables. I can tell where the 12-volt battery is. But again, for most consumers, there could be a cheese sandwich there and you wouldn't know the difference. It's a Toyota engine. Most people look under the hoods. Apparently doing this has some value to us as we sell cars. I don't understand why. So again, we're back. This is a 2024 Toyota Corolla Cross. I'm Randy at Kentville Toyota. Thanks for your time. Please remember to subscribe. Hi, I'm Randy at Kentville Toyota, and today we're going to talk about the 2024 Corolla Cross Hybrid XSE package. Okay, so here we are at the front of the 2024 Corolla Cross Hybrid. So this is the XSE package, which gives you some nice additional features. Obviously fog lights, we get the sonar on the front for park assist. This particular vehicle has had a blackout package put on it, and the Toyota Signia no longer looks blue from the front because it's been smoked out with a blackout package for this vehicle. Visually, really nice car. This particular unit has roof racks under the crossbars on the roof racks, I should say, and it visually grounds this vehicle, pulls it down. It makes it a very sporty looking small SUV. In a parking lot, if you didn't know better, you might think it was a RAV4. So let's have a look down the driver's side, see what we've got for features, and have a look at it visually. So here we are on the driver's side of the Corolla Cross Hybrid. So nice high gloss black wheel. This particular trim package comes with an 18-inch wheel and tire package. As with both the gas and the lower trim hybrid Corolla Crosses, you can go with a smaller 17-inch tire and wheel package for winter if you choose to. Visually, everything black, matched wheel arches as the matte finish, color matched mirrors. You do get the signal light, which is transparent out here so people can see from the front. Color matched door handles. You do have a nice chrome accent that goes up here along top of the windows. You also get a couple of what Toyota, I guess, is calling Easter eggs. Corolla Cross is written here in the top trim. It also is mirrored down here in the taillights on both sides. And there's a few other spots in this vehicle where they do put the Corolla Cross Easter egg into some of the trim. So as we come around to the back, color match matte black bumper. This one, clearly we have the blackout badging. So the Corolla Cross, the Toyota, and the hybrid Signia have all been blacked out. Really visually good look on this vehicle. It makes it look quite sporty. Pretty impressed with that. It's the first one we've seen that has been decorated this way. So let's have a look inside at the hatch and see what we have for space and functionality. With this being the XSE trim, it does give you a power rear hatch, which as you can see I just opened from the outside. You can also open and close from the inside, and with all of the 2024 Corolla hybrid XSEs that do come with the power hatch, Toyota has now adapted their open-close functionality on most of our vehicles moving forward from 24 and into 25. All of them will be switched over so that you will have not only an open-close, but you have an open-close lock. Traditionally, when you walk away from your Toyota and you close your rear hatch, you also then have to wait to stay within range with your remote to lock the car after you've walked away. And it's a bit limiting, is that you do have to slow your walk, slow your roll, as they say, so when you walk away, you can still lock your car. With this function, you can actually hit the button, walk away, and when the latch closes properly and fully is closed, it'll automatically lock your car. So it's a nice add-on for this trim level. So as an XSE, this vehicle gets the JBL sound system, which is a lovely addition. Standard sound system in this vehicle is very adequate. It's quite good for most people, but again, if you're a bit of an audiophile and you're going to go to the upper trim, that is a great feature to add. So this particular one, the customer has added the cargo tray, and they all come standard with the tonneau cover for privacy. So if we look under this, because it is a hybrid, we will see that you have a tire repair kit here. There is no spare tire in the Corolla Cross Hybrid XSE trim. There is a repair kit there under the flat floor. for you to use in emergencies. And again, for most people with a 3-year 60 comprehensive warranty, you've got a 1-800 number if you're really in a pickle and need help. So good usable space here, nice flat floor, good usable cargo space, lots of tie points for the consumer to use, and actually a little eyelet here for actual tie downs for you to actually attach something that you want to keep a little more stable in the rear of the vehicle. So let's go to the driver's compartment and see what we can find for features there. So here we are on the driver's side of the 2024 Corolla Cross Hybrid. So from here, I see a pretty standard configuration that we see in most of our SUVs. We've got a lovely 8-way adjustable power driver's seat with lumbar support. Unlike the RAV4, we have a few less buttons and a little less functionality here. Automatic headlights, your VDC or your vehicle dynamic control on-off switch here, and your heated wiper cowling, which is down at the bottom of the windshield for your wipers to keep them de-iced down here. Not quite as much functionality involved. So I'm gonna hop in the driver's seat, adjust it for my leg height and see how it looks. Here we are in the driver's position on the Corolla Cross. So I'm gonna adjust the seat a little bit. Again, really nice firm seat, leather seating obviously in the XSE trim, which is lovely. This particular trim does come with a heated steering wheel, and unlike the RAV4 where the switch is to your left, it's actually here on the right beyond the shift lever. So you have your heated steering wheel, your heated seats, and you also have a USB-C charging point right here as well. So the XSE does come with the wireless IQ charging pad, which you can turn on and off right there on the switch. Here around the console, you have your power parking brake, the hold assist, as well as your drive mode configurations here. So you can put the car in EV mode, and then you can go toggle through both the normal, sport, and eco on the transmission settings, which obviously change the dynamics. More of the fuel economy of this vehicle is the way the accelerator responds to your driving conditions, as opposed to changing anything mechanical on the vehicle. So it's really a computer program that gives you better performance and poorer fuel economy, or better fuel economy and a little poorer performance. I see in front of me all kinds of different settings that the driver can toggle through. We can check your fuel economy either spontaneously as a point in time, or see the current averages. You can toggle up through and turn all your safety features on and off. You can change the depth of your adaptive cruise, which can be the equivalent of, say, 5 car lengths in front, 8 car lengths in front. And you actually do have the availability in this vehicle to actually turn the adaptive cruise off, and it'd be like driving in 1995 again if you wanted to. So like most of the modern generation of Toyota vehicles, the XSE Corolla Cross Hybrid also has both Android Auto and Apple CarPlay built in wirelessly. So you can actually plug them in if you need to, but most customers will see the value in hooking them up wirelessly, and you can either mirror your device here on the head unit, or you can actually let the infotainment unit of the Toyota product do your music, your maps, all those things for you. You have lots of choices here, and as you take delivery of a vehicle like this, it's up to our sales staff to make sure you understand how it works, pair it with you, and make sure you're getting all the functionality that you have available to you at your fingertips. So again, as the XSE, this one does have a sunroof, gives you a nice bright interior look. And again, very comfortable and bright for a black interior. It's certainly not overwhelming, and it does not feel small at all. So again, I have the driver's seat set for someone who's approximately 5'10". So I'm going to go in the back seat, see how it feels as a rear passenger with the headroom, considering this one does have a sunroof. Okay, so here we are again at the rear of the Corolla Cross Hybrid. So again, this one's leather seating simply because it is the highest trim level we have in this vehicle. Layout's pretty good actually. There's lots of leg room for me. Again, at 5'10", I have short legs, long torso. My headroom's pretty reasonable. I could easily be a couple inches taller here without any issue. Nice position of a cup holder here for both passengers. But you can actually turn the vents on and off with just a simple toggle here. And we do have 2 USB-C charging ports, as you would expect in any modern vehicle. And there is storage at the back of the passenger side, not the driver's side. So when I look here on the armrest, again, as expected, a nice generous armrest with 2 cup holders for the rear passenger. Again, seating position is really quite good. It's relatively comfortable. You have to remember, this is a Corolla platform, not a RAV4, so it has noticeably less room. It is snug in here. You would not want 3 full-size adults in here for a long period of time, but you'd be okay for half an hour or so, I would think. But again, if it's you know, mom and dad and 2 little kids, or grandma and grandpa, or grandpa and grandpa, or grandma and grandma, whatever, and the grandchildren, it would be just fine for, you know, a mix of grandparents and parents. Good usable space back here. It's just, if you need more space, it's called a RAV4. Okay, so let's go up front, have a look at the hybrid drive, and go from there. Let's do the usual thing. We will pop the hood on this Corolla Cross Hybrid, see what we see under the hood on this particular unit. Again, how easy is it to open the hood? So again, with most of the vehicles that we've done these videos on, you slide with your fingers down from right to left. There is the release right there. That hood is surprisingly heavy. So as most consumers will see, there's the usual thing, your washer fluid that you're going to interact with, the dipstick that most consumers will at some point in time interact with just to check the oil of their vehicle. Again, this is Toyota's 2-liter hybrid drive, non-turbocharged. So you have the 2-liter 4-cylinder engine that you would have in the Corolla and the regular Corolla Cross that are non-hybrid. And then you're paired with the Synergy hybrid drive over here and all of the hardware that goes with that. Again, way beyond my pay scale to know exactly how this works, but I know that customers have really enjoyed this new platform for us. The fuel economy on this vehicle is very impressive for a small car with the all-wheel drive features. So because it does have the gas powertrain and the hybrid add, that's where our all-wheel drive functionality comes from, is it is an electric rear drive system that is both for regenerative braking and recharging, as well as for power to get you your all-wheel drive and keep this vehicle relatively budget friendly because you're not adding more hardware to get you the all-wheel drive. So thanks for watching. I'm Randy at Kentville Toyota. Really appreciate your time today. Please leave some comments, positive, negative, ask questions, and like us and follow. Thanks very much. Bye now.